Hey YouTubers, just one back again. Got a figure to share with you. It's from the company called Ace Toys. Very plain packaging, no fancy bits here, just what's inside to deliver, which is at least the company delivers something to you. Getting back to you about the Molecule 8.2, I wasn't able to get a refund from my bank because I left it too late. It was over the 120 days, so remember that, 120 days, don't let it lapse. If you're going to decide to get your money back, do it before then. But this figure here is a brilliant figure. I tested it last night. I got it out of the box, put it on my bedside cabinet, and tested it to see how good the ankles were, to see if it was going to fall over overnight. So it successfully stayed up, so it was good. This is a very good figure, nice, and it's for a cheap body. It's quite a solid body. You can feel it's not a hollow, cheap ass crap one. So I'm really happy about what Ace Toys is using for a very highly articulated figure. Okay, so what I'll do is going to get you around my side again, because at the moment my video room is chock-a-block full of crap, and I haven't got any more details, so I'm still waiting on sorting that out. But at the moment my weekends are quite busy. So what I'll do is get the camera around here. You can share with me on the desk, and we can have a good look at this figure. Alright, we're starting with the head sculpt. Look, the likeness I found was quite good. The focusing of the eyes is sort of like close quarters focus. You can see he's slightly his eyes are slightly focused in, so he's actually focused his eyes on close contact, like so. What I mean by that is that his eyes are a little bit in, but not necessarily a bad paint job. It's actually done deliberately. The likeness to Donnie Yen is a very good likeness. This is the very young Donnie, and I think it's a very good head sculpt. With Ace Toys, they do the sculpting around the head of the hair, and do the slight airbrushing of the existing hairline from the front of the forehead. After that, they do it a specific way where they can implant the hair and make it like a real hair plait, which is not too bad. With Enter Bay, they don't do that. They actually have real hair rooted into the head. So I prefer that, but I'm not against this either. So I think that it's done effectively and it looks okay. The shawl is really well done. I mean, the paint lines, the detail in the this bird or dragon, I'm not too sure exactly what it is. It seems to be some sort of bird, but I'm not too sure what the bird is highly detailed, painted. It's been printed on really well. The button fixtures are really tight. I'm not sure if they've actually been glued on, but they're really tight. In the bottom section of the, so we call it a shawl, is wired in all areas of the flaps, so you can shape it multiple times for martial arts action fighting scene styles. Also the back flaps are wired, so you can really go to town on, you can actually see the wire hanging out the bottom there. It is a cheap figure, so it's not a, but for what you get for the price, and in fact you actually get a figure, you can't complain. I've actually had it in quite some good poses. The articulation is very good. In all ways, crunching, head down, elbows up. Look at the articulation there. Great double jointed points. That they have definitely looked for a specific body. I think I can remember who made it, but I think, yeah, but that was quite a while ago, and they are a very good body. Sometimes they do become loose, so that's just what you get. You can always tighten them up with a certain type of contact or a glue to stiffen up the joints. So it's not a big drama. The colouring is very detailed to what the show is, and if you're not familiar with the show, the show was Once Upon a Time in China 2, where this particular person was Commander Lan. He fought Wong Fei Hung in a fight scene, which went for quite a while. Went for about 8 to 9 minutes. So it was, broken up, of course, but it was. I thought it was a really good fight scene, and seeing Donnie in that full action, man, you got to appreciate what he does. I'm actually going to put a link below where he talks about that particular fight scene. I'll put that link below, so please watch that. He's talking in English, and he does go into detail of what martial arts is about, and his appreciation to it, and actual incident that happened in that fight scene. So there you go. I'll share that with you. But check that clip out, and you will see that all the detail here in this outfit is accurate to what the film clip was about. And that was the pants, the sort of faded red pants, almost like a burgundy type sort of colour. These boots, I think that probably would have been like a suede or something like that. Maybe not. Maybe they were cotton. These are definitely cotton, sort of fixed to concrete shoes. So sort of military type sort of boots. Plenty of articulation, and there's no restriction whatsoever. So very little can deteriorate in this actual figure. So there you go, the print on the back there. Again, the face likeness to Donnie Yen is so very, very good. The tightness around the necklines is great. So there's no play area there, no gaps. So I really like that as well. So let's have a quick look at a close-up of his face. So there you have it. What do you get extra with this figure? Well, you don't get a stand. So what I'm going to have to do, because I want to share this with the Entebbe Wong Fei Hung, I would like to get an Entebbe stand, which is like a rectangle stand. I think it was with a waist grabber. So I'll be hunting for one of those. You get a bamboo staff, which is quite tall. It's I would say roughly just over 6 foot, or 6.5 foot. So that would be handy to have to prop the lion's head that I have from the Entebbe Wong Fei Hung. Fisted hands. Of course, gripping hands with 2 spare wrist pegs, and the sort of like trigger hands, which can be used for playing with action type poses as well, with the accessories. he has the weapons. He does have this cloak, just a standard cloak with a reasonable length string that is sewn into it. So that can be. He was wearing one of those in the movie. This is this is what I was really after. It's a well twisted, bonded wire rag. I don't know what else to say. It was a twisted piece of cloth that he used as a weapon in a fighting scene. So it's wide, so you can shape it to any way. It's a good length, roughly the same as the staff. Let's have a look at the staff. Possibly a little bit longer, probably around about 7 foot, which is a good length to do your posing with. That I'll definitely be using. And of course the commander, Mr. Commander Land, had a hat that he wore in the fight scene, this is very accurate. Has some like sort of like a tail, some sort of fluffy tail that has sort of like a bit of feathering on the back of it. So it looks to be a real feather of some sort. I'm not sure what it's from, but it's very detailed. Now I just want to give you a bit of a close-up. Now the detail on that alone so we'll put the hat on him now. It's elasticated string around that goes around the chin, so you can lock it in behind the chin quite easily. And I must say that is a pretty damn good fit. Right, I just decided to put the cloak on. I've just simply put quickly a bow in there just to hold it on. Probably won't be using the cloak as such, but and also use the trigger hand. This is what I mean by you can use the trigger hand to do certain poses with, not necessarily weapons or guns. You can use them for staffs and stuff like that. Just gives you that free movability to pose certain poses. Yeah, so this is one of the poses I'd like to show you. Just a quick one of Commander Land just standing there with his staff and his cloak on. Right, on to the next pose. Now this is what I was talking about with the, this is like an ideal pose for me, using this cloth weapon as such. It's highly poseable, it's light, it's easy to install into the hands. The fisted hands do have connection between the finger and the thumb, so it's up to you if you want to break that or not. I didn't break mine, I just twisted the cloth and fed it through the hand, and also used the trigger hand again to do a specific pose. So that's ideal for what you want to use them for. This is a great pose. There was no problem sitting in that position without a stand. Quickly, while I'm in this stand, I'll just show you the undergarment. That does seem to be a traditional Chinese sort of like a light cloth top and bottom. Not sure how far the top goes through, because I do not want to take this cloak off, not the cloak, the garment off, because of the buttons are so hard to get back on. and sometimes if you overstretch the stitching of these Chinese traditional buttons, you can have problems fixing them back on again. So I don't want to open it up and show you how far the undergarment travels through the arms, but I would say probably be a short sleeve maybe, or 3/4 sleeves. So here, yeah, this is as I said, the ideal pose. If you're looking at the eyes now, you can see, you know, his focus is on what's in front of him, which is the cloth end and where it's landing. These eyes sort of do work in that way. So I'm totally wrapped with this figure, with the body, the tailoring. I like what you got for the price. It wasn't expensive. Very affordable for the beginner collector who likes Asian martial arts. I'm a big fan of it. Have been since I've been following Bruce Lee very long time ago. So yeah, unfortunately Bruce Lee didn't do a lot of traditional sort of Shaolin temple sort of martial arts, but Donnie Yen has definitely done that, and I very much appreciate what Donnie's done. Jet Li, even Jackie Chan. You know, Jackie Chan's done some bloody classics, so I'd like to get a taste of Jackie Chan as well. So who knows what's around the corner? I know they have a police story, Jackie Chan, so that's you know, if that's up to, that's not particularly what I'm after. So yeah, we'll see what happens in the near future. So yeah, just a quick video, guys, to share with you this very cool classic figure. So I'm probably just going to muck around and see if I can put in the detail now, and until I get that stand, it won't be really complete. But yeah, I'll put it in there and show you what it looks like. This is the result of my changeover. Now I have Commander Lan with Ong Fei Hong together. So traditional to the the classic movie Once Upon a Time in China. Brilliant, very happy with that. I transferred Ip Man. He's actually using an Ip Man stand because Ip Man doesn't need to use that stand anymore. So I'll go down to the other Donnie Yen setup. I have Ip Man sitting down on an old wooden, whoops, bit of fluff there, wooden table and chair there. I do have some old Chinese pots and fans and stuff like that, which I'll be putting on that table. And I have his wooden martial arts dummy at the back there. So they look really good together, the Donnie Yen team. So yeah, I'm very happy with the result. Tony Jaa, good Thai fighter and actor. And of course my Bruce Lee team. And on the very top, the Crow. Custom kit bash, of course. Originally a Hot Toys figure, then I changed things around. The jacket, I knew the jacket was going to deteriorate and the pants were no good, so all that got changed around. And I made a shotgun to go with it, which I don't know why they didn't make a shotgun. There you go. Hope you enjoyed my video. Hope you enjoyed my Ace Toys Commander Lan. That's just one out. Catch ya.